Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Allegedly, it's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, it's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. Allegedly.
Lisa Rinna refers to Andy Cohen as a pimp. Well, honey, hoes down, pimps up, hoes down, don't stop, get it, get it. He's not a pimp because he doesn't control your money. You can make money outside of the show, and you can use the show to grow. Karen is in prison, and the rumors are she isn't doing well. She's worried about being targeted. She's having insomnia. I figure you want to sleep. I figure you would just want to curl up on your wig if they let you bring it in and sleep. Roll up your teaspoon of hair, put it under your ear and sleep, and just sleep through the year. I mean, you ain't long enough. You ain't there long enough to get a job. They say it's a year, but you know they're going to reduce your time. You don't want to look haggard as hell when you get out. Your body's already going to be in Botox withdrawal and filler shock. Your face isn't going to know how to wipe its ass when you get out of there. Jessica Simpson drinks snake sperm to help her vocal cords. Who gonna tell her that you've been doing that shit for no point? Risking life and limb, your vocal cords don't require that level of care. They was shot to shit when you came out the pussy. Your singing career has been a figment of white people's imagination, just like your talent. Just like your talent. I mean, your sister just Milli Vanilli'd. Take my breath away. You really needed snake sperm for that? Could have used human. Oh, girl. Kelly Clarkson put Christina Aguilera's bitch ass on blast. Christina is known for being mean, for being nasty, for just unpleasant. That's why Britney won. Britney was always likable and fun. And she said, you know, people were really mean to me when I started in this industry. People that went on to these talent shows to become judges, but judged me for being on one. Now it's how they get their bread and butter. Christina Aguilera, because ain't nobody else would have been around you or jealous of you when you was coming up. It wouldn't have been Paula, wouldn't have been Mariah, wouldn't have been Nikki. So it was Christina. Wouldn't have been Kelly, because Kelly, it wouldn't have been Katie, because Katie was after. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Here comes the garnishment levied on you by the IRS. Here comes the garnishment again, again. Here comes the garnishments levied on you by the IRS. Here come the garnishments again, again. I gotta take that damn music class. I'm going to learn how to write a song this summer. That's my spring summer. That's my charade, my spring summer. Here come the garnishments. As another tax lien against the 52-year-old Real Housewives of New Jersey cast member was revealed, a tax expert has confirmed that the paycheck she receives from the network could be garnished by the government as an effort to pay off her outstanding balance of $303,889.20. Mainly, we worry about late payment penalties. Tax controversy attorney Adam Brewer, who isn't involved in the case, explained to the U.S. Sun on March 29th. The IRS is going to top out at 25%. She's looking at paying past due plus current at the same time. It can really put a crutch on you, revealing the IRS could garnish wages and bank accounts. If you're not on a payment plan or don't have a formal agreement to pay, then they can seize assets, bank accounts, and wages. They send out one letter and seize funds. According to the tax expert, Teresa and Louis are at risk of losing paychecks and bank accounts until they establish a formal payment plan with the IRS. If the lien is filed, they give you an opportunity to resolve it. If she isn't already in a repayment plan, that's the first thing you can do to protect yourself. As for their $3.4 million mansion in Montville, New Jersey, he noted that the property is likely safe from seizure. Physical assets we don't generally see, especially if it's a primary residence. You don't see the state or the IRS go after a primary residence. It's an ineffective process for them to send out agents to collect and have to resell it. They're not going to recoup a lot of money on it. And in more debt news, Erica Jane is close to losing the $300,000 lawsuit brought to her by designer Marco Morante of Marco Designs. Days after attorney Ronald Richards, who is not involved in the case, shared the news of the potentially impending judgment on social media Friday. More about the lawsuit against the 53-year-old Beverly Hills star. According to a March 31st report from the U.S. Sun, Marco is suing Erica and her assistants Layla and Mikey for over $300,000 each. Each. Girl, they got Mikey too, but he always in blackface. So, not really, but you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Accusing them of tortuous interference with business relationships, tortuous interference with contracts, defamation and defamation by implication, among other accusations. The court will entertain a motion for default by the plaintiff. A recent court filing noted that the trial may not be necessary before the judgment is enforced. And in his post he shared on X last week, Ronald wrote, Erica Jane is in deep shit now and on the verge of losing the lawsuit. However, she and her fellow defendants have denied all wrongdoing. As fans may recall, Erica was also sued in California by the Marco Design Studio, whom she accused of making up to $900,000 in unauthorized charges to her American Express. In his $18 million lawsuit, Christopher alleged that Erica had worked with a Secret Service agent in connections to her now estranged husband, Thomas Girardi, in an effort to pursue her claims against them in his studio, which included wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Although the case against Christopher was dismissed, he has continued with his lawsuit against her, alleging malicious prosecution and conspiracy. You ain't shit, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, heifer, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, you ain't shit, you ain't shit. Oh, baby, you ain't shit. You gonna owe this $300,000 and then go right back into court for the $24 million. Heavenly, I'd worry more about my lower jaw. Because the thing is, if your husband got an outside baby, you gonna stay with him. So shit ain't gonna change. So continue to let him cheat in peace. Just because you bit off more than you could chew and let another woman embarrass you, that ain't none of his business. You kick that dust up because you always got somebody else's marriage in your mouth. Gia is no longer going to law school. Yeah, because your parents got all that tax debt. Well, your dad just went broke because he was a felon. And your mom, well, she likes to marry men that have deep debt and felonious behaviors. So she's thrown away her housewife's fortune yet again on a red-faced baboon. That's why you're not going to law school. You can't afford it. Prince is back. Prince, who was on Love and Hip Hop Miami, who beat up Bobby and got thrown off the show, is now on Erica Mena's reality TV, still pretending to be heterosexual. It's amazing what people will believe. DDG cuts off his dreads to celebrate reaching 40,000 subscribers. 40,000 that hard to come up on? Shit, I feel good about my 66. And I can't believe this news. Crime Mob broke up because Princess told Diamond that Michael Jackson was on the track and she needed to run over to their house to listen to his verse because they ran into him at Six Flags. And she got so mad at them that they lied that the group broke up. And they was all teenagers, so I could actually see some shit like that happening. It bees like that.